Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to recycle these paper shopping bags that you get at some of the major leading supermarkets around the place and turn them into a Christmas decoration. So the first thing you want to do is cut out the bag. So when you are taking this bag, cutting out just the front panel, where the handles are, it's going to be a little bit too thick. And obviously where the base is, a similar story down there. So you'll usually get a nice big square out of the front of the bag. In fact, I managed to get both of my strips off the front of the bag. And this was just one side. It does have a bit of a lip there. I'm going to leave that there. I'm not too worried about that one. So these strips that you end up getting off one side are about 31 by almost 14 centimeters. So I've already cut one of the panels on one side up to get ahead on this project. Once you've got it cut to that size, then you want to take, if you cut it to that size, you can take your cutter and you can slide this in, and you'll need to make 2-inch wide strips. So each time you do a slice, I'm just cutting both of them at the same time. So it's 4, 6, 8, 10, and the last one should be 2 inches as well. So you have 12 pieces by the time you've cut through those two panels. So that's one side of the bag. And then when you have done that, this is where you take one piece, you put the lettering side on the inside, you fold this across in half, use a bone folder to give it a bit of a squidge, and then this part here, this edge here, you just want to go just past halfway a little bit. And then using your glue, careful not to get it onto that side because you're making a bit of a flattened tube. That's the thing that you want to do. So even if you want to just use your finger, which I have been, is just to flatten that out a little bit, and then bring the other side over onto that flap, just so that it connects with that. So widen it out a little bit. And then you should have a piece that is about 2 centimeters, might be just over 2 centimeters. And you can still open it up so it has that tube. So put that under something heavy just while it is, the glue is drying. And then when you have a stack of those, like I have here, you can then take each piece and just fold it over in half again. Use your bone folder, you can give it a bit of a dizzy. So then you have a half, just like this. And then to these that are folded, we want to cut out a shape. Now, you can do all sorts of different things. You could do like a staggered shape, you could do like a Christmas tree. I just decided on this shape just to see what it would do. So that's going to be the template for the rest of my pieces. So I'm going to line that up like this, and then I'm going to use my scissors to snip out that same shape onto all of the folded and glued pieces that I've made. So you'll end up with those pieces for your decoration. So you want to go ahead until you've got all of those, and you're probably going to need probably around potentially 24, but I'm going to see how far it will go with what I already have here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make the 12, see if that will give me enough to make a full circle of the decoration, and if not, then I will add the other ones that I've got here to the side once I've made those ones up. So I'll be back in a minute. I've used some of this strength, it's like a red strength tape, I'm nearly out of it, rather than the glue. You can use either or, I've just opted for this. And I've put one strip on the inside and also one on the outside because that's going to be the join. So first off, I need to peel the top of this. This is probably slowing me down a little bit, but this tape I do know is very, very good. It sticks very well. When you are experimenting with the shapes, just a note for later if you're going to do stuff, whatever template you decide or whatever shape you think you want to create, just make sure you've got a point where you can have a bit of glue toward the very tip, because that's going to help when it gets folded out when they're all joined together. So once I have that one done, then I grab another one where it doesn't have the tape on the end and then line it up in the middle. Okay, and then do its middle. And then take this bit off, grab another one, glue it to this bit here, and keep going until I have all of them together. So I'm going to come back once I have gone through and I have taped all of these together. So these are the 12 pieces initially. I still have another 12 over here, and I wanted to just try it out and see whether or not I'd need to double it up for this piece. So I do have a little bit of that tape here, and when you're pulling them apart, sometimes they might get a little bit stuck, some of those flattened ones. So if they do, you can just get something to poke down there just to make sure that the glue comes apart. But if I fold this around, all the way around, I don't think that I need to have any more pieces. I mean, this looks fantastic just as it is. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to take off this last bit and glue this one together, which means now that I can get 2 of these smaller decorations from each supermarket bag. So we get so many. I always have trouble with this tape. It always takes me twice as long. The bags, I don't know about you, but if we forget to take our bags with us, we always have to buy some at the checkout. Or if we order pickup, we often get these bags, stuff in those bags as well. So we do have a surplus supply of them inside the house, which is a little bit frustrating, I think. Now, let's see if I can just get these squeezed together so I can get the glue or the tape to stick. Where are we? There we go. And there you have a nice decoration so far made out of the supermarket bag. So 2 per bag, that's cool. And like I said, this is the design that I did. So the one that you saw me, the template that I used, was really basic. So you can imagine all the different designs you get if you mix it up a little bit. I'm just thinking for the front, I still have some of this. In fact, there's quite a bit. I could probably, if I look at what was left of the bag, oops, hang on. So this is what's left of the bag once I cut the 2 panels out in the first place. So there are probably, there's a piece there and a piece there. You could probably get 3. You could absolutely get 3 out of 1 bag. So that's pretty cool. The bottom's a little bit harder because it's sort of glued at the base, but 3 is incredible. And then for this part here, I'm thinking that I might make a very simple rosette. So let me just line it up with my lines on the board here. Probably just going to go at 3 centimeters. And then if you just concertina fold backwards and forwards, actually take that bit off too, like so, keep it fairly consistent, you can make a little rosette. So I'm just going to go all the way down here. Let's do that quickly. I'll put you in fast forward so you don't have to suffer through all the folding. Right, I know I didn't fold it, so that was pretty bad, wasn't it? Just bring it around on itself, and then you flatten that out. So you could potentially do something along those lines. One of these left from another project you might have seen on the channel, so I could put that there like that and then stick that down inside of it like that. That could work. All right, let's get the heat gun started up. Okay, a little bit of glue in the middle. Push this down. And grab our friend the Terry. And I'm going to squeeze that into that glue as well. Hopefully it will sit there fine. Down in there. Had a little bit of red missing, so that's a good way to hide it up. There we go. And then all it needs now is a bit of a ribbon to hold it up. So I'd like to, when I'm making ribbons for the back of these, I do like to use my hole punch. I'm not going to use a big punch this time around, just a little one like so. And then I can put the two pieces, the ribbon inside, so I'll get two of those. So now we have our thread in between the two, and then we'll attach that to the back. I think that this just looks a little bit nicer. We'll try the middle. I'm just wondering if it'll fall forward a little bit if I put it right in the middle, but well, we're about to find out. And then that looks so much neater. It will fall forward. I thought it would. That's okay. I can put another little dab just in here. Tiniest little bit amount. There we go. Tiny. And just pull the thread down into that. Just so that it holds it at the very top. If I did this again, I'd move the dot and just have it sitting in between those two, but as it stands, that's much better. There we go. And there we have our first decoration using supermarket bags. So like, oh my God, how good is this? And you'll get 3 from each bag now that I saw the last little bit. So for 15 cents, not that you're going to go out and buy them, I'm sure you've got plenty of them just sitting in the cupboard. 15 cents bag that usually goes into landfill or compost or wherever it is that you put your bag, recycle. You can upcycle into something that's really quite beautiful. And just watering it down and brushing it on and making a bit of a wash and seeing how that might impact on the decoration itself. So I'm going to try that. It'd be interesting with a bit of whitewash actually. I might use white. Well, I've got 3, so maybe I can use the other one as well. Let's try all 3. Where's my white gone? Here it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and paint these up and let them dry, and we'll come back and see what they look like. So I have been playing around with the bits that I whitewashed. So this is one, and I did a bit of a white paint wash on it. I did this one as well, which had a blue paint wash on it, but I can't sort of pull this one apart just now because it's got glue in it. And I don't think I'm going to quite get all the way around the one circle because of how thin it is. So this is absolutely a little bit thinner. So you're going to need more pieces to do a full round. So I'm just keeping that one tucked away. And we may not get to see that one today, but this one I've cut into kind of like this really weird fishtail shape, and we're just going to join it up and see what it looks like. It was more around the colour than the actual shape. I probably could have done a neater job on the cutting, but it's okay. So, and with these decorations, it is so much better if you use double-sided tape, like really strong double-sided tape, to glue the sections together rather than wet glue, because they will hold a whole lot better than the wet glue will. So there you go. So it's a little bit rustic. And then to this, I have punched a 1-inch circle, here it is here, which I'm going to put in the middle, just so that I can still see and pick up those lines that I've done. And I've got a couple of different little embellishments here that I was going to add into that as well. So I'm just going to snip these off. I've got the hot glue gun on. And then we'll add those little pieces onto the back, along with the piece that's going to sit on the back to hold it up onto the tree. So all these other little bits I'll hold on to because I'll be able to make other little decorations with those. The blue one, I was actually thinking about using this with one of the white resin-crete pieces, but I just don't think that I'm going to have enough there. So it may not necessarily work. I think that's pretty much stuck. It just needs to dry so it can sit there for a day or so, and we'll go with that. So let's put this piece on first. Just like so. Whoops, it's already coming across. I might even actually use, seeing as though I'd have it out and working with it right now, let's hot glue that end together. Give it a little bit more strength. Wonderful. And then to this, I wanted to put one of these. And this little whimsical one's quite cute. So they're just bits of decorations that I picked up at the cheap store up the road, which is called Super Dollar. I should start referring to it as Super Dollar rather than the cheap shop. Try and flatten it off. These are just made out of foam balls covered in gold. I'll give that a dollop. Put that in the middle, like so. And then I'm going to make the bit for the back. So a little dollop of glue, pop the knot of the tie there and chuck the other piece on so that we have a nice neat little disc. And then that can come over on the back, and this time I'm going to attach it toward the top. On that piece I did in the middle, it didn't quite work, so I've learnt my lesson from last time we did this, from the last one I mean. And it's going to go there like that. And there we have one with the whitewash. And I quite like how that looks as well. It's got a different feel to it, still made out of the same material, but just had a little bit of paint added to it. So I am going to fix this up here. I'll pop in there. And do I have pliers? That's a good question. Yep, I do. Just stick that down there and hold that together just while it finishes cooling off. So there you have it. There are 2 decorations made from supermarket bags. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing what potentially you can create by adding a little bit of paint across, by adding a little bit of paint to those sections. So a lot of fun, very, very affordable, and it looks very, very effective. Thanks for sticking around and watch the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to see what I'm creating next around the house. Until next time, stay crafty.